and the pictures you get off there. What kind of range of pictures are those going to look like? Are they pictures and videos? Pictures and videos. Okay. Are those sexual? Are they of juveniles? What's probably the youngest one that you have saved on your phone? 3 years old. And then what's the oldest? 16.
This is 29-year-old Justin Devan Griffith, and he just got caught red-handed abducting a 13-year-old girl. While the detectives interrogate Justin, they'll begin to realize that the abduction was just the first step in his sick and morbid plan. In January of 2022, the FBI were investigating crimes against children in the Portland, Oregon area when they came across Griffith. They found that he was having quite a disturbing conversation with a young juvenile from Conway. In fact, it wasn't just the conversation that alerted them, it was the pictures and videos they had sent each other. The juvenile identified herself as a 13-year-old right from the start, yet the chat between the two was quite graphic. As the FBI were planning to move in on the suspect, they realized that they had to rush because of Griffith's twisted plan, which was to take her out of state. The FBI reached out to the Griffith Police Department, who later staked the location where the two planned on meeting. And, as predicted, the officers ID'd Griffith at the location and immediately arrested him. There was no active resistance on his part, nor did he make any efforts to evade the police while he was in the car. He simply accepted his fate.
What's your name, boss?
Justin.
Justin, I'm going to read your rights to you, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney or have an attorney present. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. If you want to stop questions to consult an attorney, you may do so also. Do you understand your rights? Yes?
Even as he was escorted and booked into the Faulkner prison, he doesn't talk nor share anything with the officer. We've seen this same look in many cases where a predator is caught red-handed and they just give up to the system. Now, one might think that they're pondering over the amount of guilty stuff that they've done and worry about how much the detectives know. In reality, that look on Griffith's face is a look of disbelief. That is because perpetrators of sexual harassment are fully aware of the potential consequences of being apprehended and have an uncanny ability to ignore them long enough to do what they want, all the while maintaining a sense of invincibility. And when they are exposed, their chief regret is getting caught, with little or no remorse for the victim. Instead, they regard themselves as victims, something that Griffith did as soon as the interrogation started.
We're both here, but simply texting someone, that's not illegal, okay? Anything like that. Here in Arkansas, and where are you from? Oregon. Okay. Here in Arkansas, we kind of see things a little differently, okay? So being addicted to drugs or something, that's bad. We try and get them help, right? There's people that are gay and trans and straight and all those different things, okay? And sometimes people think kids are attractive, okay? Here in Arkansas, we see that kind of like a drug addiction, okay? What our goal is to do is stop before anything happens, and we just want to get some help to you, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So I just kind of want to talk about what led you here and get you onto that road to kind of what we call recovery here, okay? You've not been charged with anything. Again, you're not in trouble with me, okay?
I don't know when it even started.
You don't know what?
I don't know when it even started.
Okay. Well, before, they got you some water. Do you need to go to the bathroom or anything? Okay. Before we talk too much, I'm going to read you your rights, just like you see on TV shows and everything, okay? I'm going to read these to you. I just need you to say yes or no out loud if you understand what I'm saying, and then I'll sign and you'll sign if you understand what I say, okay?
He will speak in a low tone with his arms crossed, which indicates that he is still recovering from the disbelief that this happened. At the same time, the detective is playing into his victim role by stating that this is an addiction and that she will get him to recovery. That's a smart way to convince this predator that he's doing the right thing by confessing.
You said you didn't know where to start, okay? What do you mean by that?
I didn't know how it even started.
You don't know how what started?
Trying to get children.
Okay. When do you remember the first time those thoughts kind of entered your mind? No.
I think maybe someone probably sent me a picture or something and I tried stopping.
It's really hard. Yeah. And so I work these cases a lot, so this is nothing new to me.
I would have just stopped for it.
It's okay. And that's why we're here, okay? Do you remember if in high school? Do you have these memories in high school? Oh. And how old are you?
30 or 29, I'll be 30.
Okay. So you're 29. Do you remember if this was just this year or maybe 2 years ago?
Probably 2 years ago.
2 years? Okay. And you said maybe someone kind of sent you a picture. Okay. So in the last 2 years, what's been your thoughts? Has things kind of evolved since that first picture that you got?
A little bit.
Okay.
And then it got a little worse where I was getting more pictures and
okay.
I tried to get away from it and it just.
Who sends you these pictures or how do you get to them?
Just random chats.
Okay. On, like, where's the chats at?
I think one's I think Kick was one.
Kick. Okay. And then you were talking on Telegram. Is that a place you can get pictures or no? It is. Okay.
According to Sigmund Freud, sexual deviance is an expression of the unresolved problems experienced during the early stages of an individual's development. The reason why this is important is because it's hard for us to believe that his predator nature started from a photo shared in some random chat. Deep down, these sex offenders hold feelings of resentment and use these feelings as justification for their behaviors. So the question here is, what was he resenting?
You and this girl started talking.
A month ago.
A month ago. Okay, where did you guys meet?
Online.
Okay.
Random talk.
Just random talk. Is that an app or is you just saying
It's an app.
It's an app, okay. How many girls do you think you've talked to online like that? Maybe 1 or 1,000 or 500?
Just that one.
Just that one? Okay. Have you ever traveled anywhere else? No. Okay. What made you want to come here this time?
I don't know, I guess I kind of feel like it was a setup.
Okay.
But I guess it was time to stop it somewhere.
Okay. So maybe to seek help, like you thought maybe it was the police. Okay. So in talking with her, if it wasn't a setup, what did the rest of the time look like? What were your plans after Conway?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you have any plans? No. Okay.
Well, really, I was talking about going camping.
Oh.
That's about it.
What do people back home? Where do they think that you're at? Did you tell me you were leaving?
Well, I was leaving.
Did you tell me you're going on like vacation or just leaving? Is it normal for you to just kind of leave for a little bit? No. What about work? What do they think?
This month, I was getting tired of it.
Okay. When's the next time you're supposed to work?
Tomorrow.
Do they know that you're not going to be there?
I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it? Okay.
The police uncovered camping equipment from his car, and he is now claiming that no one knew about his trip to Conway, not his family nor any co-workers. This means that he was abducting her, which brings in more charges against him. Of course, the detectives knew he was fleeing, but the camping equipment suggests that he would have entrapped and defiled the 13-year-old for several days to come.
I think she was?
You said she was 13?
Yeah, 13. Okay. Have you ever had any contact with any kind of juvenile before? Even when you were a juvenile? No, never? Okay. Has anyone that you know ever had contact with any juvenile?
No. Okay. When I was growing up, we were molested by my stepfather.
Okay. You too? Okay. How old were you when that happened?
5 to 7, I think.
5 to 7. Okay. And you said we. Who's we?
My sister.
Your sister. How many sisters do you have?
3.
3 sisters. So all 4 of you were molested by your stepdad between when you were 5 and 7? Okay. Where did that happen at?
Him and my mom got married, actually.
Are they still together? No.
He recently got out a couple years ago.
So he got out of jail for doing those things? Okay.
This part is important because he opens up about a childhood trauma related to his stepdad, which supports the attachment theory and its link to sex predators. According to the British psychiatrist John Bowlby, humans have a propensity to establish strong emotional bonds with others, and when individuals have some loss or emotional distress, they act out as a result of their loneliness and isolation. Later research indicates that there is a relationship between poor quality attachments and sexual offending. Another psychiatrist added that men who sexually abuse children often have not developed the social skills and self-confidence necessary to form effective, intimate relations with peers. This failure creates frustration that causes them to seek intimacy with young partners.
We're planning to meet her right there at her house, okay? And I did see just a few of the message conversations and everything. Can you talk to me about some of those, kind of like what she talked to you about when you guys first started talking?
She said that she was tired of living out where she was living.
Yeah, because she was completely consenting. Like, you didn't force her to do anything, right? You didn't threaten her and say, message me or I'm going to hurt you or anything like that, right? Yeah. Okay. And so what were some of the things she told you that she wanted?
She said she wanted a baby and she wanted having sex. And
Okay. Do you know if she'd had sex with any older men before? You don't know? Okay. Did she say she wanted to have sex with you? Okay. Did you agree to that?
Hmm?
Did you agree to that, to have sex with, having the sex with her? Yeah, okay. Did she say she wanted to do anything else? Do you know why she was upset at home? No. Mom's you. Okay. And so, in your conversations, was it a little bit about sex, half about sex, mostly about sex? Half, okay. How many pictures or videos did she send you that were kind of sexual? Do you think it was 1 or 50 or? It doesn't have to be exact. 10. And so what's some of the stuff that she sent you?
Videos of her playing with herself.
Okay.
Going to the bathroom.
You say playing with herself, and I just use just the textbook term, so do you mean vagina? Okay. And so videos of her playing with her vagina, going to the bathroom and stuff like that. And so you think you got about 10 of those pictures or videos? Okay. Did she send you anything else? Okay. Then did you send her anything? Kind of the same? Maybe, was it the same using the bathroom? Okay. And then, was it masturbating? Do you mean when she's playing with her vagina, she's masturbating? Okay. In those videos, kind of what did they look like? The ones that she sent you?
They were in her room.
In her room. What was she doing?
She had a toy. She was
A toy? What did the toy look like?
blue wand.
A blue wand. Okay. And so she was masturbating with the wand. Is the wand like a vibrating toy or like a penis toy or what is it?
With bubbles there.
Like a toy? Like an actual kid's toy? Okay. And so she used that to masturbate with. When you say that, is she rubbing her vagina? Is she inserting it into herself? Inserting it in. Okay. And so those are videos that she.
According to the self-regulation theory in relation to these predators, they set goals for themselves and use strategies to achieve those goals. And when these goals of sexual satisfaction are achieved, it influences them to continue doing so in the future. For Griffith, he had a goal on Telegram or Kik to find someone to share this dark side with. And when he was getting lewd pictures and videos in return, it was reinforcing the negative. That's why he continued on with the texting and planned this botched escape from the state.
Have you done anything like this before? Have you ever been arrested for this before? No. You say it all kind of started with some pictures being sent your way. Are there going to be pictures on your phone other than of her? Where are those that on your phone?
They're staying there. Downloaded section.
On your downloaded section, like just your pictures. What kind of phone do you have? Motorola. Is that like who? What kind of company is that from? Is that like Cricket? Okay. Is that a prepaid or do you have a plan? A plan. Okay. Have you had that number for a long time? Yeah. Is that the number that someone first sent you some pictures on?
Definitely would be different.
It was a different number. Okay. And so on that phone, where do you find pictures sometimes that you then download?
Off the Kick.
Just Kick. Okay. Is there any others? Okay. What does that look like when you're on Kick to kind of get those pictures?
Yeah.
Like, do people reach out to you, or like, where do you look for on Kick? Are there groups or certain like usernames?
I guess I'll just type in your username.
Just to see one pop up. Okay. And then just if they'll reach out to you, kind of like she did. Okay. And the pictures you get off there, what kind of range of pictures are those going to look like? Are they pictures and videos?
Mm-hmm.
Pictures and videos. Okay. Are those sexual? Are they juveniles? What's probably the youngest one that you have saved on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
3 years old. And then what's the oldest? 16. What's the 3-year-old doing in the video? Or the picture that you got?
Yes, I tried to.
Trying to stop. Okay. Your phone, you said it's a Motorola. Is there any kind of passcode or anything like that on it? What's your code to it? 4200. Your download folder, is there like a passcode or anything like that on there? No? Okay. Were you chatting with anyone else since you've been talking with her? No, just her for the last month? When's the last time you think you talked with someone else other than her?
Month and a half ago.
Month and a half ago. Okay. And where was that at? Like what app?
I think it was on random chat.
Random chat. What is that? What does that app look like? Like, how does that app work?
Here, random and so random pops up and somewhere.
So it like matches you with people. So you have no control kind of over who you match with. I gotcha. And then you decide to talk or not talk. And so when you matched with her, kind of what was the immediate conversation that happened there?
She started with how I do.
Do you remember what her username was on there? Remember what your username is on there in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that app still on your phone?
I think it, no, I think I uninstalled it.
You think you did uninstall it?
If you Google Justin Devan Smith and open any news articles regarding it, you will find this disclaimer almost everywhere. With the easy access to the internet comes the unsupervised access to such sites like Kik and Telegram. And as a public service announcement for you, our beloved viewers, whether you are a parent or related to some child, please care for their online safety and encourage them to steer clear from such sites. In the end, the detectives had all they needed to charge Justin on charges of attempted rape, a Class A felony, 100 counts of computer child pornography and internet stalking of a child, Class B felonies, and lastly, sexually grooming a child, a Class D felony. So far, we haven't been informed of any trial date coming soon, but this open and shut case of Justin Devan Griffith will go down in history as a case study of some textbook pedophilia, and how such predators confess and come clean once they're caught. Now, if you think this case was horrific, you need to check out my video on the creep who wanted to marry a 13-year-old.